female midwife or sound so a lawyer just a law school ni just owie ye crunch ya nyame adoma onya na adwuma wo me ya busia ya we kakra bi che no amana to anananom wasi ya me kire say wadane benkum so wagu ama sesei de abayoyi enka ati asefo hu biem oye very young girl na arehosem ke sesei abeto na busia nyabote na mebo nchiremu kwan krokro fa so a oye na adwen so obekọ law school aba ye lawyer ne ade ni nyina me baba bebo nchiremu ewo subscribe ma me like comment na fe share no dofo bi enya bi enhye abaya ya bo ndin sad help babas na London ebusia oye midwife ewo St Michael St Michael Hospital a ewo Kumase na abaye kwa ne midwife school yiwie ya o start say wo ye adwuma ne otimi kuko nkrase ne de ne so obeje awo enti awoje ne de ye obi a ye ofre ne de ne ye ofre san say ekwan obefa so obekire wo obetete wo onu bedi nkomo chese obehye wunkunan ya nyinse ne kro ha obi anamane bi ba ho a onu obekasa bokọ kama chese oha ni amane bi ani ho enti ni nyina eboa e ma chese bibi akoso wano enti o se onu no owo honom na bibi ka kire ne se ne onye onfa bibi anka ho na on start law school no enti o he o mabusuam onu any second person na oye lawyer ewo mabusuam onu enso ne first person na oye female lawyer ewo mabusuam onu enso ne first person na oye nurse midwife ni osa lawyer ewo mabusuam ene e ba ne Ghana ha nyina so afreti fi anafo epoye atoye edi kosi baabia no onu any first female midwife lawyer ewo Ghana ha now timi say the break itano no ebra adwen ntiase so na abusua before that no nyankopon ya adom May 2025 no and erade ya adom o so wa try bia or try several times senko beye na enso so na enye yie enso ndo so na bema mu no ka kire ne ho se wono pa obetro entrance exams pa obeye obefeli de ebi nsida ono o try no once and for all on tron sancho bie enim say eden say law school no ubenyam na nso no de okachira ne ho say kwan bia so no wo say otimi enyam abusia an interview also ne bi ni
the rest of the studies lied ahead.
Yes.
How was it again for you? Were you ready for that world?
So I remember telling my friends at that time, the two brides, I call them my brothers. I was telling them that as for me, I'm going to write the entrance exams once and then pass. If even they are picking one person, it will be me. So I was so serious about my studies. We wrote the exams, we passed, but we were not given the admission.
Why?
Because there were this popular 499 that the law school decided not to pick us. Yes.
For no particular reason?
They had their reasons. So we petitioned and they listened, and later they picked us. They admitted us.
They had already admitted some people?
Yes.
And then there was 499 more?
Yes, 499.
And they said they won't pick you guys?
Yes.
All the 499?
Yes.
So many. So you guys had to petition?
Yes.
So you took your matter to court?
Almost.
Lawyers, you must have the assemble court.
Almost, but
interesting.
Never, yes.
Right. And then they reconsidered their decisions and called you guys back.
Yes.
Right. So now, where were you going to? I know they have the Kumasi School of Law
and
the Makola. So because you were in Kumasi, were you going to attend Kumasi?
That was the plan. But because our mates had started learning for about some months, they had to group us under one roof so that we can
catch up with
them. So we were all sent to Accra. We created a campus at Legon for the 499s where we were attending classes still.
All the 499s?
Yes.
In one room?
Auditorium at the business school.
That's what we want. I want you.
And I was a back
is YFM.
Ekia Jatin says you are always taking notes for absentees like me. I don't know. Was she in your class? Is she somebody?
Yes, Betty.
So she's a lawyer too.
Yes.
Hello to O.R. Nanado. Nanado says you are watching from Askori Mampong. Ekia says go high. Bridget Menzel, London. Says I'm proud of you, Yama. Kwame says I love her voice. Okay. Jeanette Andrews says my girl
Jeanette.
Adele.
She's also a lawyer.
Okay. Derek Banahene Parker says Ablanki, I like your voice. Thank you so much. And Ekia Jatin, the absentee leader, is also there. So now, what was going to happen to your job?
So with law school, once you get admission, you're not supposed to work. That is the rule. So I'm not supposed to work. That is what I can say.
So they didn't know that you were a midwife?
They knew I was a midwife. So you fill a form and then you indicate whether you are working or not. So I indicated I wasn't working, which I wasn't.
Roman Neo Chantro. I see. But now the reality is that you are working and schooling. So how were you going to balance that with your trips to Accra too?
So I took leave to start the whole course.
Okay. Fast forward. At what time did they return you guys back to Kumasi? Or you stayed to complete?
After the first year, which is the part 1, part 2, you are able to change your campus.
So you did the entire part 1 in Accra?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
So we changed campuses.
And then you came back to Kumasi.
To my
Fufu Kakra, this year Kakra. And then you came. I know that the part 1, you write an exam to get to the part 2, right?
Yes. After end of part 1.
How did that go?
Okay, so because of the up and downs and the stress, I had issues with my health. So I couldn't pass the part 1. I had to repeat.
Okay.
Again, but with the repetition, I had the option to choose the campus that I want. So I chose Kumasi and then came back to my family where I'll get support.
Were you sad?
So I was very sad when the results came because I thought I gave my best through my sickness and everything, but it didn't go as planned. And I remember when the results came, my sister Rahima Menzel, I was at her house and then the results came, and I remember we cried for a week.
More results near see this offer Panadol day. Tylenol and said what may be.
I wasn't well, so I wasn't the one that watched my result. It was my friend. And then she called my sister and said, oh, Nyako went to me, she had 3 and then she couldn't make 3. And then in law school we do 6 courses in part 1. And if you are not able to get more than 4 and then above, you are repeated.
To rewrite all the 6
so you
again.
write the 6 again.
Charlie. Ekwa will come. you scarce will come. But if you get 4, is the option to write the 2?
Yeah, you are allowed to write the 2.
So you make it to the part 2, and then you write the 2 as supplementary.
Yes.
Okay, but if you don't make it up to 4, you have to repeat the whole year.
The whole 6. The whole.
But is it the same thing they will be teaching?
The same thing
that they will be teaching.
Yes.
Then it shouldn't be difficult for you to pass again the second time. Or people still have issues the second, the third.
Yes. People spend more than 3-4 years
in part 1. Into law school 6 years, some on be 9 years.
It happens.
It is well. Now, what gave you the courage to go back and do the whole year again? Because this was going to be
2 years.
Yes.
It wasn't even 2 years.
And the same thing that the reason why I asked you if it's the same thing that you thought was it going to get boring? I didn't ask Matilda.
So this is what happened. I remember my first day in class. My friends and Lady Dinah, I call her Lady because she's a lady, Lady D, and then Shalina. The part 2s are upstairs and then part 1s are below.
In the same building?
The same building. So I remember
how
we were
traumatizing.
Outside talking, and then it was time to go for lectures. And then when they were climbing and I wasn't part of them, I broke down and started crying.
I can imagine. But why do they do that? That's very traumatizing.
That is the system. So I just broke down and started crying. But after crying for that day, I also realized that I had mates who were 499 that died that year. And I got sick. I'm alive. I only have other chances. So why don't I start all over and then give my all? So
I have goosebumps. I see. In the same building.
The same building.
The battle is a lot. But what other thing was a ginger to you? Like encourage you? What were some of the positive moments in school, in law school?
Okay, so I'm a social person. I remember attending all school programs, including entertainment, sports, church service, everything. I was punctual. I didn't want to miss anything. It was my way of connecting with everybody.
Yeah. But did you do that when you were in a midwifery?
Yes.
Okay. So that's who you are.
Yes.
Because in every way possible, you connect with everything regarding the law.
Having connections helps you in a whole lot of ways.
Tell us about it.
It's easy to get things done. You just have to make calls, and then people are there.
People pull the strings for you.
Yes.
Girl.
It's Adele.
Interesting. So now you're done with part 1.
Yes.
Did you check your results this time yourself?
Being in law school for the past 6 years, I never checked my results. It was always my friends. I'll just give them my index number. And you see, my index number was so beautiful and simple.
Amazing.
1111. 111.
Okay. So you told them to go and check it for you.
And they will check. And they will call, oh, Adele, you had this. So the second time, I made it to part 2.
Congratulations. How did I feel for you?
I was happy. I was happy. Very happy. Especially my sister. She was happy for
part 2, here we come.
Yes.
You showed up.
I'm here, I've arrived.
I have arrived. You showed up.
I remember buying new sets of clothes.
Hey! Tell us about it. You were almost going to leave that part of the story out. Why? You didn't think you should repeat clothes in part 2?
It's another level. So I was upgrading my clothes.
I didn't knew. Now I knew.
It was a way to, I think, appreciate myself.
Yeah, for how far you have come.
Yes.
Okay.
After this interview, no graduate here bibia wie ye oba abonten no. Example menum na abusia onyankopon ya adoma say die ye friend say esquire anase lawyer lawyer onye ni packet we san so abo adwuma so nye ize midwife ni cry nye ize na nkampese wo sa de lo abeka ho nti sa enipa onta anya bemo wasayo oba wadi ne ho asi ho so obeye sa adwuma we na timu say wabo adwuma sen wabre ni moja ni na waye na abusia after say or pass it out na nyankopon ya adom otimi nya adwuma ekogina mu ede ma nipa mienu your friend after say your friend say onkodi dwuma na nanse sambe de otimi bo record to them okoye nkrofo mienu ntem gina for etie obi enu asem de kokoma judge na abusia ensem a otrogu allow me to introduce myself. The face of success, the mind of mogul, the heart of a queen, the blueprint, the powerhouse, the CEO, the midwife. Enya ize obi oye CEO ye midwife na say oh bone ho nsamra ne ye se nchiri nkamfo ne ho nanso adwuma abayiwa we ya ye die wo so oti ono atimi kamfo ne ho. Also Ghana nyina hunu say yes wa bo adwuma son wa biri ni moja ni na abo adwuma enti san kamfo we nyina ye after say nyankopon ya adom otimi pass out na busia the grandma, the teacher, the barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Ghana ebusia we ya help advise nyako esquire enye ize kwa enti san samrani we nyina wosa no wa bra nyankopon ya adoma otimi pass out from law school na busia ya da sorry ya say esquire ewu any yes what e dey na esie after say short illness by nya yare bi na nka midwife dey nya yare bi na accident bi asi eno ankonya plane crash bia say esqua nyako eda ya wan sorry ne hododo ne kakra che se ye je ne to ayaresabian esqua afim ya abusia eyare hosem ye papa esan se ye nsusu ni se nke beba ni say whole record keeper we Guinness Book of Records e wo so mutimi ma ne bi wo Ghana ha de nko a esan se first female midwife a wasan so ye lawyer na se abodina kese mienu na ekita no samre ode ni nyine kwa hwefom owo ebeja ho anie wabere ni moja ni nko wonna no onjojo ne ho nanka hu se me de ma anya hwe na sebi mekom nenso amane sa watimi abomoden awie midwife no watimi kra hwe obi nkwan okwa ne comment section na se wo TikTok a watimi ka obi as ene mi nsumi nsuos eyen kakra na we say law school mu kwa ne se osimfie nsia eyen kakra odi si wani so se oben kwa be hwesa nipa we na yawe kodi awu etimi aba fa ne kɔ ba mo ede ne nsa nwunwunu aba beto ne so chese afa ne kɔ ya abusia eyare hosem me kai bro started say wo ye na oba outi na wo ye interviews ni ade na wo tu nkrofofo tichu ni emma no se enye se bia sabi wudi usisi ni nko abaye adwuma na emo moadwe ni so nya adwuma ye adwuma fabo a wukunu ye adwuma fabo a nipa wo ne netie ne nipa saa nipa we se nipa we ayare atwa nanano wonse edo enti Ghana de nipa wo chiom konya plane crash no ye money wo mu nation enso ye dupon kese bi nso a etutu ya pese busia enye ize san say ye share no kra say won start eni ni dwuma as lawyer ne kra na busia eni na hi bia May June July August na say 3 months mu ani na abai we wa ni ni breso aba wa ni ni breso aba wani ni breso aba kra na abai atimi ato na nanu wonse edu nti abusia Ghana nyina egusu edi areho this particular month August here Ghana yareho ensemoni nko na yetie na we are hoping senke ebesi ya nti nyame adifo nyame nkomhwefo ede ebesira mse munye bibi sanse titiro ni ani ntini nyina na toto tim no kwaye munnu akese anketwa ne da ano no na saa mre emunu hwimunu bu nketwa ne so no ene nketwa no so be de nie na ni nyina twede ampon ye dan wo ebusia GreaterOne TV subscribe like comment follow your Facebook Instagram TikTok ni nyina GreaterOne TV mo som fo na najwa ena mre ba beso mo ena no pay medamase